Hello, everyone. Today, I'm here just to share some of my thoughts of the recent unbannings for Commander, um, and to showcase this card I got in the mail today from one of my good friends who started their own business recently in recent times, and he got me a good deal on it. So yeah, why not do that? And then again, just getting right into it. First card I want to talk about is Sway of the Stars. Now, this is a magic card that I've never had to play against, thankfully, but I have played cards like Enter the Dungeon that like starts a sub game, or if you have like Karn Liberated's ultimate effect that just resets the game and then gives the player the ability to have all the cards exiled with Karn back into play in the new game. Now, Sway of the Stars is kind of like that, where it shuffles everyone's stuff, everything they have back into their decks, and then begins with a new hand. And then everyone's life total is 7 life. It's interesting, but I really don't see it seeing any play. Or if it does, it's going to be in decks that just make things take too long. And yeah, it doesn't really do too much for the format. But it never needed to be banned. It's not like it was doing anything oppressive. It's just prolongs games. Then you just that's about it, honestly. The next card is Braids Arisen Nightmare. Now, not the Arisen Nightmare. Sorry, the Cabal. Wrong. Original Braids. Original Braids. Not Blue Braids either. So, the thing between her and then her retrain, or her retrain, that's funny. Her new card that came out, Arisen Nightmare, is the fact that the Arisen Nightmare is a May ability where your opponent may sacrifice a thing, and if they don't, they lose 2 life and you draw a card of the chosen type of your sacrificing. Whereas Original Braids reads on their upkeep, on each player's upkeep, that player sacrifices X, Y, and Z. And, it's very reminiscent of cards like Smokestacks and just like, and it enables like a lot of like degenerate gameplay. I'm sure Tigrid decks are going to play it now and forever, and vice versa. Braids decks are going to be playing Tigrid. Uh, but, again, it's a kill on sight card. Uh, 4 mana versus 3. Not that 4 mana is a lot by any means, but yeah, I expect to see a lot of Braids. It's definitely this. I want to say either the best card on band or like the second best card on band. The one that's in contention with it, in my opinion, is Pronoctic Mirror. So this card is, I want to say, around the same power level as Paradox Engine, which is still banned. Panoptic Mirror reading, uh, you know, imprint X, and when it's imprint X, you could just do turn spells at that point because it's not like a Isochron Scepter where it has a limited of what it can imprint. It can just print any card of its X CMC, and then on your upkeep, you just copy the spell for free. You may copy the spell for free. You don't have to. Which is good for a lot of reasons. You can't have your opponents can't force you to do something you don't want to do, kind of thing. But the main problem with this is, there's too many turn spells in the game, and it's a lot easier to just make infinite turns every turn. There's also a lot more ways now that just manipulate how many upkeeps in a turn you get. You can have anywhere from 2 to like 8. I mean, you can have the sky's a limit with some of these cards like Obeka that just gives you an upkeep for every every point of damage he deals in a turn. Gives you that many upkeeps afterwards. So yeah, that's gonna be a problem. Another kill on sight card, and that card's gonna see a ton of play, and so is Braids. Uh, yeah, it was a very interesting unbanning, but man, dude, at that point, just give us back Paradox Engine. It's the decks that Paradox Engine would go in are different from the decks that the mirror would go in. Granted, but they're both at that same power level where like the decks that'll play it will play it, and that's there's nothing else to it. And the next card I want to okay, so the next card is also interesting, and that's Coalition Victory. So Coalition Victory is one of every color in 3, so an 8-mana sorcery that reads if you control a creature of every color. It's a creature or permanent? It's one of the two. Permanent of every color and a land of every land type, you win the game. So Leyline of the Guild Pact, just auto enables it for the win condition. And it's just a lot of setup, man. It really is. Like, if you're playing a 5-color deck and you get this sorcery to go off and it resolves, and they don't have any interaction, they don't even have to counter the spell. They can just blow up your things on the field in response. So if they don't have any removal and any interaction whatsoever, then at that, and it's 8 mana, at that point you just win the game. Like, there's not a whole lot to it. I think it's a pretty fair win condition, all things considered. Let's see, what else? We had Braids, we had the Mirror, we had Sway of the Stars, we had Coalition Victory. Oh yeah, and another big one. You're going to see a lot of play. I'm going to be playing this card. Again, easily one of the, like, this card will be seeing probably the most play out of any card. Gifts Ungiven. So just grab 4 cards, your opponent chooses one. 2 of them go to the graveyard, 2 of them go to your hand. I play a lot of, there's like just, not even just me, but like a lot of people play a lot of graveyard interaction, and yeah, that card goes, it's an instant speed. Oh my gosh, there's so much you can do about it. I'll be looking forward to playing that card for sure. In my opinion, they can't give I don't know about right now, but as Magic stands right now, I don't see us getting Prophet of Krufix back anytime soon, because it was either one or the other. It was either give us the Gifts Ungiven or give us the Prophet of Krufix at that point. So I both in the same deck. Imagine the things you could do by grabbing 2 cards and then immediately playing them from your hand before your next turn. All right, moving on to this. There's that. All right. Cool. That's his business card. And moving on to the card I got. So I don't really have a deck for it, but it was really cool, and I couldn't just pass on it, honestly. And obviously, he gave me a good deal on it too. So, not a whole lot much else to say, but yeah, really cool card. Teysa, serialized number 244. So, I'm just gonna go ahead and sleeve this up, put it in my binder. She's really good with interaction. It looks like he already sleeved this up. Nice. All right. And yeah, I'll just put it right here. You already sleeved it up, so I'll just put it in my binder for the time being. I don't really have a deck for it, but yeah, number 244 out of 500 for Teysa. Orzhov Scion. Maybe, I don't know. I'll find a deck for it, but that's besides the point. Final thoughts on the cards that were unbanned. Overall positive. I still sit on a lot of banned cards in Commander specifically. The recent ones, and also cards like Paradox Engine and stuff of that nature. But yeah, who knows? I don't see them doing too many unbannings in the near future, but if things change, that's cool. But yeah, that's about it. See ya.